Sara, you talked about in preseason just about how you were working on your confidence in your shot over the summer. So how important was it for you? How big was it to see those shots go down tonight?
Yeah, I think it was really important just as a shooter. Obviously to see your first couple go down is really big. And yeah, I've just been continuously trying to work on my game and work on hitting game-like shots. So it's definitely a good game today for me.
Hey, Mackenzie, what have you seen from Sara as far as her confidence this offseason, and just what was it like watching her tonight?
Yeah, I don't think I was surprised at all with how she plays. I know our whole team knows Sara, and we know what she's capable of, and the only thing stopping Sara would be Sara. So I think that we all have that confidence in her, and she knows we have that confidence in her, but it doesn't surprise me at all that she shot the ball the way she did tonight.
Sara, there were multiple times on the court tonight when you were sort of smiling, and of course a lot of three-pointers are going to help with that, but what were just the emotions surrounding tonight?
I think I was just happy to be back on the court. And yeah, I just love my teammates, love playing with this team. I think that's just the biggest thing is my teammates were all really close, and we're all, willing to do whatever we can to win.
Mackenzie, first half, we had Lily Meister in there, 8 minutes, 8 rebounds, 4 points. Should have had a couple of assists there. Talk about how you've been working with her and developing that dominance in the paint like you've shown.
I think, Lily's an extremely hard worker, so, it's bound to show in games. And I think, tonight it did. She was great on the glass, but she's just shown a tremendous amount of progress, and her confidence is going to continue to grow. But just trying to instill that confidence in them, whether it's Lily, Sharnice, Ariel, I can't take much credit for it because they are in the gym working very hard to get better and do what they need to do on the floor.
Mackenzie, I want to wish you a happy birthday.
Thanks.
You had 28 points tonight. You went perfect from the field. Just talk about this day for you, and is this the best birthday present you've ever given yourself?
I've never had a game on my birthday, so to be able to play our first exhibition in front of, the best fans in the country, I don't think you could ask for a better birthday than that.
I know you guys are both from out of state, but Bob Knight passed away today. I'm curious, when you get to Indiana and the school, did you get an education on his legacy? I'm just curious for both of you what your kind of knowledge of him and what he did here, and just, when you got here, did that change?
Yeah, none of us, I think, knew that going into the game, so I think we were all pretty shocked when we heard the news. But Bob Knight built Indiana basketball. He set the foundation. He instilled, those intangibles that we look for here at Indiana on the men's and women's side, being, competitive, gritty, all of those things. So his legacy is something that will never be replaced, and I'm very saddened to hear the news, but I think that, he's passed down a lot of things that we'll take with us for the rest of our lives.
The moment of silence was the first time you found out? You didn't know?
We didn't know.
I guess I'll follow up with a question for Sara. It's difficult on Bob Knight because, he coached before you guys were born, basically, so it's hard to have perspective on that. But as Indiana students, apart from being athletes, I'm sure you're aware of what he means to this campus. When you haven't been around for when he coached, how do you kind of process this at your age, and how do you feel like your age group kind of perceives Bob Knight?
I feel like, when I committed here, I think Bob Knight, a lot of people just told me about him and kind of how how well he did here at Indiana. And obviously I don't think Indiana basketball is where it's at today without him. And so, it's definitely heartbreaking to hear the news, and it's just sad to hear.
Mac, is it true that your dad went to
Yeah, that's really, when I got recruited, that's the only connection we had to Indiana, was that my dad brought his high school team to a Indiana team camp ran by Bob Knight. So that was his first interact with Indiana, and he told me about that. Obviously, my dad, huge Bob Knight fan, as is a lot of basketball lovers. So it is sad to hear the news.
Do you have any other questions for Seth?
Sarah, I guess I'll ask you. I thought Lene came out tonight and really at least looked the part. Maybe still a little cleaning up to do around the edges, but what have you seen from her in preseason? And just how much confidence is she playing with right now?
Yeah, I think Lene is gonna bring a lot for us, especially off the bench. She kind of she's a three-way scorer. She's been working on her game too. She's always in the gym, working to get better. So I mean, tonight she played good tonight. She's gonna keep improving, and she's definitely willing to put the work in.
All right, ladies, thank you.
Thank you.